something about me. So let me start by telling the listeners about why I became an attorney. All right? So I was born and raised in Orlando. My father, Robert Olsen, was a lawyer in Orlando, and he moved to Orlando, became a lawyer here in the early 50s. And so as a child, I grew up sitting around the dining room table listening to him tell stories of his law practice. And the stories usually involved, hey, I was in court today and I won. And so it always gave me a sense that justice was being served by my father every day on a day-to-day basis, and that really impressed me. On the other side of the coin, my father was always very clear that he had 4 children. He was not encouraging any of them necessarily to be lawyers. He thought it was a great profession. He always said, hey, even if you don't become a lawyer, if you get a law degree, it will serve you well. And so didn't push us in that direction, but certainly advised us that it would be a great choice if that's what we wanted to do.
Tom, I think what's wonderful is that your dad, it was by example.
Mm-hmm. So of his 4 children, 2 of them became lawyers, me and my brother Jim. Jim's a lawyer in Orlando as well. And so I think here's was the defining moment for me when I knew that I was going to become a lawyer. So I'm going to say I was 10 years old. We're talking 1966. Can you think back that far, folks? That's how far. 1966, I was 10 years old. My father had an office building in downtown Orlando. It was on Lake Eola. And as part of our job description as kids, it was our job to go down there and trim bushes and pick up garbage and so forth and make things neat and tidy. And I was down there working on a Saturday morning, and it was behind a bush, cleaning and trimming and so forth, and these 2 young boys rode by on their bicycles. 1966, folks. They don't know that I'm there, but I can hear one of the boys say to the other boys that ride by on their bicycles, and he said, "That's the office of my father's lawyer, Bob Olsen. My dad says that he is really a great lawyer." I hear this as a 10-year-old boy, and that for me was the defining moment. That was the moment that I decided that I was going to be a lawyer too.
What an incredible opportunity, Tom, that you were there and that you heard that, and that you think about the impact that that had on you, because it wasn't an adult saying that. This was 2 young kids.
Yes.
And so the fact that it meant something to them, and for this one boy to say it to another, what a wonderful story.
Yes. As I think back about it, it really is maybe more than coincidence.
Absolutely. Meant to be.
That I was there at that moment with those boys riding by on that bicycle, and I happened to hear that. So yes, that, folks, was the defining moment for me when I decided to become a lawyer. And I must say that I absolutely love my work as a lawyer. Every day is something new and different for me. I love it every day. I wake up in the morning and I think about what my upcoming day is going to be, what appointments I have, who I'm going to be meeting, what I'm going to be doing. And it is something that brings me a lot of joy and satisfaction and makes me want to get out of bed and go to work.